Hola, welcome back to my channel. If you like to hear someone talk about cats, rats, dogs, and reptiles, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. What is you doing? What is you doing? Anyways, today is going to be one of my favorite videos to film. One of the more complicated ones for me because I don't edit any of my videos. I just film them on my phone and upload them because I do this for fun. But I'm going to try to make it work for y'all. I did last February, so February 2020, a Meet All My Pets video. So it's February again. It's the next year, 2021. So it's time to do another Meet All My Pets video. Starting off right here is Dragon. He is my bearded dragon. I've had him since August of 2017. So I've had him for a little bit. He's super cute, super sweet. Your typical male bearded dragon, all over the place, super active, loves to climb. I think I'm moving around a little too much for him right now. I don't usually put him on my shoulder when I handle him. I just kind of like hold him. So this is kind of different for him. I know a lot of people just throw their bearded dragons on their shoulders and walk around with them like that. I'm always scared I'm going to drop him. And I think about how small he is and how tall I am. And I'm like, that might be a little weird for him. So which is why I'm also like kind of holding him in place. But anyways, he's super cool. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, I have Tootie, my baby Sulcata tortoise, who you can see has grown quite a bit. He's munching on some hay, so he has a piece of hay like he's chomped down on and isn't going to let go of. He's also got some poop on his front legs. It's time to soak him and give him a little soft baby brush bristle scrub down. But this is Tootie. He's probably not going to come out. I don't usually pick him up like this and hold him up high off the ground. So Tootie. I've had him since September. So September, October, November, December, January, February. So I've had him for about 5 months. Super sweet and precious and adorable. I've always wanted a Sulcata tortoise. I'm so excited to be in a place where I can have a Sulcata tortoise. Currently still indoors. He's still too little in my opinion for an outdoor pen. But when it warms up, he will be getting taken outside pretty regularly. You have poop like all over you. It's not uncommon for Sulcata tortoises when they're this young to eat some of their feces or just trample through it. And I have a feeling that's what he's been doing. This is the first time I've seen it like on his face and stuff like this, but I promise you, he's totally healthy. He is amazing. One of the most animated little animals. And I just, like, one of my favorite things to do is watch him eat. I don't know what it is about him, but for some reason, he is the cutest when he's eating. Okay, so the next few ones I'm probably not going to handle in order to show them to you. It's my White's tree frogs. I handle them very minimally. I'm going to show you my Iguana, who I will not be handling. I don't handle her unless I have to. She definitely prefers my husband over me, so we kind of just leave it at that. And then I'm going to show you my leopard gecko, who I'm going to choose not to handle because he's up on the very, very high shelf. And it makes me a little nervous because I have to get up on a little stool to reach him, so I don't want to have to handle him. I've got my dogs out and everything. I don't want to accidentally drop him. He's a little flighty still. He's not a super tame leopard gecko like a lot of people say, or like a lot of people have. And then I'm going to pull out my blue-tongued skink and show him to you as well. You guys see that? I just fed my cats 2 hours ago. They know their food is in the pantry. That is Onyx. But let me get through the amphibians and reptiles and then we'll move on to furry-friendly friends. I don't know what I was trying to say. So these guys' enclosure is kind of a hot mess right now. Like things are falling down. There's some places that need to be cleaned and whatnot. However, I am working on an upgrade for them currently, or about to start it. I haven't started it. It's what I'm doing when I'm done filming this. So it just kind of is what it is until that gets done. This right here is Crimson, one of my White's tree frogs. Right over there is Jet, my blue-eyed honey White's tree frog. And then the same thing's going to go for this enclosure. I'm going to move all 5 White's tree frogs into one enclosure. These guys like to hide out underneath this log. But in here there's 3. There's Dublin, Declan, and O'Malley. Let me lift this log up and see if I can find them for you guys. All 3 of them were definitely under there and then they scattered. But here's one. The other 2 are behind all of this foliage back there. Let me go get them a roach and I'll lure them out for you. Here is another one, and then behind him is another one. See See if I can get it to focus on that dude back there, directly behind him. Okay, so that was slightly anticlimactic and a little disappointing because those guys usually love to put on a show, but it's not really the time of day that they're the most active. It is in the evening and it is dark outside because of the time of year it is, I guess, but my frogs get super active really late at night. Like, they will go on croaking sprees and it's adorable and I love it. So there's 3 in there, I promise. There's 2 in there, I promise. And very soon you will be seeing a really cool enclosure upgrade for them. They're actually going to get Zelda, my blue iguana's old enclosure, which we're about to move right on along to her right now. And of course, Zelda is up pretty high in her enclosure. So this is her in all of her glory. You know, I really wish cameras could pick up the blue on her so much better than they do, but underneath her lights, they just don't. They kind of greenwash her a little bit. But she is gorgeous. She's in the process of shedding right now. We have had her since May of 2020, and she's been a real joy. Let me tell you about it. Like I said before, she definitely prefers my husband's. I'm not going to be handling her here. But yeah, she's definitely been fun to have. And then right in here is Mowgli, my leopard gecko. I'm definitely not going to mess with him because, as you can see, he is currently in the process of shedding. And I'm just going to leave him alone while he sheds in there. But yeah, he is actually what I like to think. He and Zelda are my most beautiful reptiles. They are stunningly beautiful. I love their colorations and just everything about them. Unfortunately, he's shedding and snoozing, so I'm not really gonna get him out and handle him, but here he is in all of his beautiful glory. So I'm gonna get Gordon, my blue-tongued skink, out last because I have a few other things that I need to do in his enclosure tonight. So I'm gonna do him last because I've got to get him out in order to do some more thorough cleaning in there. So we're gonna move on along and then we'll come back to him in a little bit. Next up are gonna be my rats, Oreo and Sookie. This one right here is Sookie, or I call her Sook Sook. She's super adorable. So in love with her. Both of the girls are going to be, well, I would have had them for 3 years in April of this year. So in a couple months, they are shy of 3 years old. They could be 3 years old now, but they're shy of me having them for 3 years. Sookie has definitely slowed down recently. It is breaking my heart, although tonight she's definitely got her some energy. She seems totally healthy still, just I've noticed the slowing down to where they're in my craft room. So a lot of times I can just have her on my shoulder. She sits right there while I sit and do crafts and things or design whatever crafts I'm gonna do on my laptop and stuff. So she's definitely slowed down and it's noticeable. She'll sit there and give me kisses sometimes and things like that. But right now, she's back to her wild and crazy, like, let's just do my thing. So who knows what's in store? Who knows what's in store? But I am so, so excited that I've had them for as long as I have, and I'm so excited to continue having them. So let's go put this girl up and get out her sister Oreo. Come here. I gotta be able to get you. And then here's the girl Oreo. Same story, same situation, except she might have slowed down a little bit, but she's still a little ball of fire, I guess you could say. She's definitely still super active in their enclosure. She still has a lot of spunk in her, and she has been doing great. I mean, look at how cute these guys are. I don't know why people have an issue with them because I just find them to be some of the most adorable animals ever. I absolutely love the girls, that is for sure. And that's what I call them, the girls. My little Sook Sook and Oreo. Yeah. What are you looking for? Just trying to run back and forth all over me, huh? Yeah. You guys, rats are the sweetest. The sweetest. And then right here is my big boy Jax. I think he's gonna be 6 or 7 years old this year. He is, like I said, my big boy Jax. Chunky cats are not cute. It can cause a lot of health issues. Jax is on a diet. Don't come at me, please, for his weight. I know he's a big kitty. It's been a mess trying to get him to lose weight. We've been working on it pretty much his entire life. So please know, chunky animals aren't cute. I definitely don't support that, and I definitely don't think it's okay, but we're working on it and we're doing the best we can. Our vets have really struggled and puzzled over why this is happening. But who knows? We have tried, okay? And then here is my other kitty. He is just a black long-haired cat. He has the nickname The King here at our house. He's the OG pet. I definitely have had him the longest. And I believe he is 7 or 8 years old. He was about 1 year old when I adopted him from the shelter, so he's a little annoyed with me, but he doesn't always like to be picked out, but he doesn't fight me on it. But you can tell he's annoyed by his body language. Can't really see him very well. Now, he's not a super chunky cat. He is just a very hairy kitty. I don't know if I can, let me see if I can turn him around a little bit. He's just fluffy. Super, super fluffy. Super fluffy, but I mean, he's adorable. Look at how gorgeous this cat is. I love him. Wait. Good boy. This right here is Tuxedo Mask, aka Tux. We just call him Tux. He's literally the bestest boy ever. He's one of those dogs that has a lot of energy, but is incredibly intelligent. And as he has aged, he turned 3 in October. As he's aged, he has literally become the best dog ever. Anytime I talk about me accidentally almost tripping over one of my dogs, it is this boy right here. He just is definitely the dog who is stuck to you at all times. But he's wild and he's crazy, and we love him and adore him like nobody's business. Okay, and then right here I've got Delilah. She's my other really, really sweet girl. She's a little spunky thing. We adopted her 2 years ago last July. Now her age is a little bit of a mess. One of the vets has said 3, another vet had said 6, and this was over 2 years ago when we adopted her. So we honestly don't know how old she is. We do kind of lean more towards the older age just because she's a little bit slower. Her teeth are not in the best health. And some days she doesn't even jump up on the couch. She went up there super willingly tonight. But yeah, these are my puppies and they're super sweet. Break. You guys want a break? No? You're content on the couch, huh? Break is like their release word. And usually if I place them on the couch, they don't want to break because the couch is kind of an extra special thing, but it's all good. Okay, and then last but not least, my final pet is my classic Indonesian blue-tongued skink. As you can see, I kind of had to take apart his tank to get to him. He is feeling especially feisty. If you hear him huffing and stuff, just know that before I did my education on blue-tongued skinks and where you should get them from and what types you should get, don't get me wrong, I definitely researched them. I was told that he was captive bred when I got him. However, come to find out that is not the case with his particular species. So he's a little feistier than most. I've had him for over a year. I've accepted the fact that I will probably never be able to completely tame him down. So we appreciate him for what he is, and we only handle him when we absolutely have to. It's not about stressing him out, trying to tame him down at this point. It's about giving him the best quality of life. He was very expensive in the long run for the store I got him from because they ended up paying for his vet bills, but he did have several different types of parasites and things like that. I got lucky and wouldn't give up with the pet store, and they ended up paying for all of his vet bills. But that's not always going to be the case, so just make sure that you are getting healthy reptiles that are not caught from the wild, because it can end up costing quite a bit of money. But anyways, this is Gordon, the final one of all of my pets. Meet my pets. He is about to shed, which you can see because he's much like duller of a color than usual. Usually he's a gorgeous orange color with a lot of orange in him. He is wanting to snap at me. He's feisty. When I mean feisty, I don't mean he just huffs and puffs and whips. He will charge me. hence the towel. I always have the towel over my hand, although right now my thumb is a little exposed. He's never bit me. I hope he never does, but he has the potential to, that is for sure. Anyways, that's it for this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for many other videos to come. I am currently uploading every Sunday at noon. It's been a consistent schedule for a few months now, and follow me on my other social medias.